Welcome to Buddy at Bert's Garage. This is where we're going to explore restoring a 74 MGB. I'm going to take you along with me every step of the way, and hopefully you'll learn something and enjoy how much pleasure you can get out of restoring. So put your apron on and roll up your sleeves, put some safety goggles on and some gloves, and let's get to work. Thanks. Good morning, everybody. What we're going to work on today, this is the rear bumper. I'm going to try to polish this up really good, get all this cleaned off so I can put it on. It's got a lot of these scars, but I sort of like them. It gives a lot of good patina. So I'm going to let you know how that turns out a little bit. A couple other things we're going to work on today. We're going to get the slave cylinder off. I've got the slave cylinder off, which is right here. It was just shot, so I got a new one ordered. I'm going to get the lines off today. Also, I did figure out why I wasn't getting anything from my battery. It's because I took all of the fuses out and never put any in. What a good move. So we're going to work on that today, because we're going to try to get this thing fired up today. I got some of the emissions lines, is no big deal, I'm not worried about those. I did get the new fuel line on. I got fuel going to it with the new fuel filter. As you can see, the fuel filter is right there. Got that up out of the way so it's not getting in messing with anything. So those are the things we're going to work on today. Have not figured out where this emissions line goes to, so I'll do some research on that. But got a beautiful day. It's a little cloudy. I think we're going to get a storm. So instead of you guys just watching me buff this thing, I'm going to I'll get you a little update in a little bit. All right, this is our first test. I'm going to hook the batteries up, put all new fuses in. We're still missing one. So what we're going to do is hook the battery up, turn it on, see what happens, keep our eye on everything, because we might turn everything off. I don't want to fire anything. So this is a very nervous and very exciting step. One headlight, nothing else. Come on. That was a big failure, so stand by. Hey, good afternoon. I guess it's Wednesday. We are going to attempt to recover these seats. I got my material, and I will pick it up with you after I start taking this thing apart. It's pretty bad shape. As you can tell, lots of rust on the bottom. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get to today, but at least I can get it sanded and get most of the rust, and I got all new strapping for all this stuff, and then we can see. But it certainly has been neglected, and but that's okay. That's all right. We know where it starts and we know where it's going to end. So just bear with me. Let me show you what we're going to be putting on. It's going to be a black with white piping. There'll be piping around the top. This is the headrest. These are the two seats, and we'll see how hard it is to put on. There's some stuff on YouTube that will sort of show you how to do this. So I'm going to put my TV on in my garage. It's a little hot at Bert's garage, so it's a little hot today over there. So I'm going to do it in here with the fan on. So I'll give you an update in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. Buddy here at Bert's garage. A couple things working on today. These are the frames after taking the covers off of the for my seats. These are frames. Frames are pretty rough and they're very hard to find, especially the ones that have the release and recline. So I'm trying to. This seat is the driver's side seat. I think it'll be fine. The passenger side seat had some real. This is where the mouse had lived up inside of here and had ruined all this with the urine and waste. So I'm going to try to reinforce this myself and do some welding on it and try to reuse these. I've got some Vapor Rust, which supposedly will take most of the rust off, and then I'm going to apply the rust. Matter of fact, the driver's side, I got all the mechanisms to start working again. So I'm going to work on this in a few minutes, and I want to keep you. I'm going to have to weld a piece to reinforce this, and weld a piece on. This piece. I'm going to cut a piece out, and I'm going to rivet it. Not rivet it. I'm going to use some sheet metal screws and put it on there. Then I'm going to weld it, and then I'm going to sand all this down as much as possible. Put some Rust-Oleum on it, and it'll be fine. This one, we actually got the mechanism to release, which is pretty amazing because it had just been frozen. I got that to work. I also have this to work. This is working. So it shows you there is life. So I did find one of these in about 150 miles from here, and I just don't have time to go and mess with it. So I'm going to mess with this. Also, I'm going to show you that I'm still waiting for my slave cylinder for the clutch, and I do have a wrench. If you look way down in there, you'll see this wrench that I have on there that actually works. It's a claw wrench. So it's got it at Harbor Freight. It's a Pittsburgh clawfoot wrench set. Works really well for hard to get to places, which you have a lot of those in MGs. So I've also started putting the insulation in the floor. I think I'm just going to do the floor part and the hump there, and just to keep some of the sound deadening, get a little quieter. So stay tuned for that. So I'll get back with you and show you the update on the frame in a little bit, but that's going to be working on that for today. So it's going to be a lot of grinding and just messy work. Thanks. Good morning, everybody. Got some parts in from Moss Motors. So I want to show you what we're going to be working on today. This is the old slave cylinder for the clutch, and This is the new one. It's a new one right here. So we're going to be putting this on. Should be straightforward. Getting the old lines off. I'm putting a new line on also for the fluids. No sense in using the old one. So I had a hard time getting that off yesterday, and I'll show you where it's going to go. Way down in here. So I've got to. This was the brake, the fluid line that was hard to get off. So I've got to get this disconnected down there and put the new one on. And once I do that, I'll get back with you. But that will take a little bit. I was going to find the old line and show it to you. Not sure where it is. But that's where we stand. So we'll just get that done, and then I'll give you an update this afternoon. All right. We're under the car. This is the new slave cylinder here. Works your clutch. Very important device if you got straight. So I've got, I had to cut out this old bolt that was up in here, put a new line on, so I'll have to tighten it. But it was a bear, and people recommend taking the starter out, which I did, and I'm going to test the starter on the bench before I put it back in. But it made a huge difference having more space here. I tried everything in the world, but it didn't work. So let me get back out. Oh, okay. All right, so that's the area we're working on down in there. So I have to reconnect. Let's see if we can see this line they got my hand on. Where's my hand? So this is the line right here where my finger is, and this is going to have to fit right in here, and that brings the all the clutch fluid, which is over here down the line, into your slave cylinder, which works your clutch. So I took the starter out, and starter's right here. So I'm going to test that on the bench before I put it back in, and let you know how that goes. But I'll tell you one thing, that was a bear. That was a bear. Laying on your back is not fun. So hang in there. The seat frames, trying to get all the rust off. I got all the mechanism working on this one. This is the driver's side seat. The passenger side seat, which was the one that had the mouse rodents living in the up in here, really has done a job. But I'm trying to reinforce this. Got some metal. I'm trying to break loose so I can at least get the seats to go back and forth. So I'm just going to let that sit for a couple days. Not going to mess with it. But I got the rear bumper on. I'm still missing one chrome bolt. I thought I had one, but I can't find it. So it's like everything. I might have to get that re-chromed. But started putting the insulation inside. I got the new master cylinder in. Master cylinder. Got the starter back in. So hopefully when I get the new relay, the relay's still ordered, I'll be able to get this thing cranked, because everything looked pretty good as far as the starter looked. So that's where we stand. Everything's looking good. Didn't injure myself, didn't break anything that I know of. And as soon as we get the relay, we might be able to get this thing cranked. I won't be in town next week. I'm going to my class reunion at Miller, and then I'll be back back to work. So thanks for coming along with me on my journey, and everything's looking pretty decent. I did get a new gear shift knob. I don't know why. I went ahead and got it anyway. So thinking positive in advance. So that's where we stand. Thanks for joining me. Share, like, and what's the other one? Oh, subscribe. Thanks.